don't use anything. We stopped that in after the Middle Ages. But there was this notion that organic compounds had this outside force on nature. And it does, but they didn't really take into consideration in biology. So then Friedrich Wöhler came up with the idea of creating urea. Urea is the substance that your kidneys are able to manufacture and convert uric acid, which if you get a buildup of that causes a disease called gout. And if you ever seen those commercials where the guy is carrying around this large green vat with him, that's gout. And what he thought, urea only contained inorganics. And then we found out through research that it contained organics. So when I talk about organics, what am I talking about? Xander.
The ones that are seen in the human body, the shocks?
Nope.
Okay.
Good guess. They are seen in the human body and they are shocks. Kobe. Yeah, just contain carbon. Organic means carbon. Organic chemistry. So take that course in college. It's fantastic. It's really hard. But it's really neat. And it's a lot. This course will help you out. Don't take it if you don't want to take it. And then Colby synthesized acetic acid, CH3COOH. And then there's Stanley Miller, who really used organic compounds and chemistry to actually simulate life origins that we're gonna actually do an experiment and figure out where did the first life come from. Does anyone have any idea where what do you think was the first thing on this planet that actually had potential for life? Yes.
Life. It was probably like a single cell organism in like the ocean.
Before that, something was out there before a cell. What do you think was out there before a cell? This is going to get kind of goofy. Selena. Water, but water isn't necessarily alive. What is possibly able to have some remnant of life that is a remnant of life, but smaller than a cell? Kobe.
Individual organelles.
Okay, so yes, good. We had mitochondria and chloroplasts alone living outside, especially the mitochondria, living outside the cell. Yes, it got incorporated in. What else? Smaller than the mitochondria. A-Town.
Like individual, like electrons or protons?
Well, that's not necessarily life. Those are, yeah. So what possibly has life? It's kind of an easy answer. Yes?
And nucleus?
Well, a nucleus can't exist by itself without being inside something living. Yes?
Organic molecules.
Be more specific. What could possibly be out there by itself that could hold life? Yes, DNA. And DNA, there's possibly something that came before DNA, RNA, even though DNA we know converts itself into RNA. And RNA, there is something even what I would consider a precursor to RNA called an RNA enzyme called has anyone heard of a ribozyme?
Yeah.
A ribozyme is a self-replicating enzyme of RNA. And that possibly could have been the first remnant of life. Now, how on God's green earth would we have known that if we didn't have Stanley Miller come up with this notion of taking these organic compounds, mixing them with an electrical charge and water, and creating life. Okay? By the way, is what we would consider carbon dioxide, CO2, is that considered organic or inorganic?
Inorganic. Why isn't it organic as carbon?
So even though carbon is the fundamental basis for organic chemistry, carbon dioxide technically is inorganic because inorganics usually are lacking what with carbon? Xander. Hydrogen.
Yeah, you need carbon and hydrogen.
Okay. So that's a little background on why chemistry, why carbon? Here's some carbon points. One is, you guys know it is tetravalent. Who can explain what tetravalent is? Abo.
Has 4 valence electrons.
It has 4 valence electrons, so it can bind to 4. Okay? It is also tetrahedral. What is that? A-Town.
That's its shape, so it, like, you want me to describe the shape?
Sure.
I think it's like 1 and then it has like 4 things coming off of it, like upwards of the pyramid.
Yes. Yes, like a pyramid. The tetrahedral shape giving carbon tetravalence means it is extremely universal for it to be in contact with other elements by way of covalent bonding. If there's anything on this paper I would highlight, it would be this last statement. The shape of the molecule determines its function. And that is such a cool statement.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I would consider a whammy. Shape of the molecule determines its function. And one of the we are mostly water. What organic compound are we mostly made of besides water? Who has an idea for that? What organic compound, Maga?
Salt? Salt?
Salt is inorganic. What organic compound are we made of? Shelby?
Carbohydrates?
No. Great guess. Heather?
I was going to say protein.
Yes. We are mostly made of proteins. And guess what? The shape of a protein determines a protein's function too. All right? So important.
So the bond determines the shape and the shape determines the function.
Yes. Carbon chains form skeletons, and a CH-CH chain is called a what? You can think gasoline. CH-CH-CH-CH-CH-CH-CH-CH-CH-CH. It's commonly called a, what's gasoline commonly called? When you only have carbon and hydrogen. Yes, Kobe. Hydrocarbon. Tough one. Carbon and hydrogen make up a hydrocarbon. Not a carbohydrate. So, the chains may be straight, branched, or enclosed rings. So, if we take a look at pentane, and usually these, when we talk about straight, we're still talking about three-dimensional. All of the shapes are three-dimensional. It can be flat and still be three-dimensional, but pentane would necessarily be, pentane would be linear. But if we take a look at pentene would also be linear. If we take a look at benzene, does anyone know what a benzene ring is? Really? Hedrick didn't tell you benzene rings?
Yeah.
It's definitely
Okay. So we know carbon bonds to other molecules. Okay? And if it's hydrogen, it's going to be a hydrocarbon. Sometimes it can be flat like this shape. Sometimes it can be, as we know, tetrahedral. They have different shapes. But have you ever seen something where carbon exists like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like glucose, right? I just don't.
Okay? And
Is that what it is?
have you guys then seen the picture that looks like this?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I see that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay? Yes?
Yes. There are only 6 cents in
A benzene ring is carbon, one. Boom, boom, boom. What do those lines mean?
Double bond.
Isaac. Double bonds. So what is this point right here? Carbon. Okay, so I'm getting you familiar with the diversity of these shapes because the shape is going to determine the function. How? Even though there is one carbon compound, such as there is one carbon compound, such as carbon dioxide and urea, these would not be considered organic. Carbon has to be attached to hydrogen. Okay? All right.
Can you
So-
say that last one?
What's up?
Carbon has to do what to make it an organic?
Hydrogen.
Okay.
Hydrogen and carbon have to be connected.